You got a bruv. Come on.
Come on now. Come on, governor.
Let's go, mate. Let's go.
And with that, welcome to the 201st episode of Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, your host, as always. I am joined by our Kratos wannabe, the beanied one, Gerard
That's
Barrera.
right. That's right, all my nerds. That's right. Today is the day. Today we put our pinkies up because we're voting today. Today's
Pinkies
voting
up.
day.
I feel like
Here's to you,
I
nerd.
feel like that voice is like a cross between a Jason Statham and
you.
Orlando
Okay, very good.
Bloom, like mixed together somehow.
Close. Okay,
Not
not bad.
even.
Not bad. It was
Um,
first one, but also Price from COD because he's awesome.
okay. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the former defending Monopoly champion,
I got to
Our-
live it for like
our version
almost 24
Atreus.
hours.
It was a happy moment.
our version of Atreus, the babyface one, Theo Wolski.
What up? Yes, I'm so sad that I missed the episode last week.
Yeah,
I could have been
Yeah,
like,
we
you,
missed you,
we
bro.
missed you, bro. Because yeah, it was nice having everyone
Yeah.
around, and Rusty Rupees came in, dude. It was fun.
Everyone,
Yeah, man,
like, a
you
lot
were
of
missed.
people. Yeah.
And finally, last time I'll actually say this intro right now.
Not really,
the
but
current CGN Monopoly champion, our maitre d' services, the man with the couch, our version of Brock, the Lions mane, Jason Belidio.
how's it going, guys? How's it going tonight? And welcome to Crashing Game Night. I am your CGN Monopoly champion. You know, I am just gonna hijack the intro just for a second, cause you know what? I'm the Monopoly champion. How dare you guys? But anyways, it's going to be an interesting night tonight. You know, we are celebrating. Yes, 201, man. We did it. We went over the 200 mark. You know, congratulations, guys. You know,
Yeah, man.
shout out to you guys out there. You know, Matt, Jerry, Theo, love you guys, man.
Mhm.
Love you guys.
Love you, bro. Love you guys. Thank you all, and
Absolutely.
thank you all to the listeners and viewers who continues hanging with us.
Oh,
Absolutely.
and
So,
earlier, Jerry, you sounded like Vinnie Jones, if you remember him.
Oh,
Thank
Vinny
you.
Jones. Thank you, dude. Yes.
Yes.
now, if
Come
only
Jones.
he would
Thank
be.
you, man.
Hold on. Now, if only he would be the Vinnie Jones and Gone in 60 Seconds, and we'd be good with that.
Then he would make you laugh. That's right. Ha. Lawyer.
He had one line.
Yeah.
He was
And
the he was the
awesome.
silent Bob had Gone in 60
Yeah.
Seconds.
And he delivered that one
Um,
line, and everyone was like, "Yeah, you always remember that moment." Boom.
Yeah. So anyways, since we got a long night ahead of us, I want to start this off really quick. We have two condolences that we have to give out tonight. Both happened over the course of the last
I almost
week,
don't want to talk.
which
about it.
it's really sad because this is equally part of our generation, our childhood for a lot of people.
A lot of us. I would say we all pretty
first-
much grew up with it, at least.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't, because the first one I kind of get what they were doing, but they were still knockoff Ultron, but they have been super long running. But Jason David Frank, aka the Green and White Ranger, as well as a red and a black one too, and one of the other shows.
He's
But
been many. Yeah.
Known as
He,
the original Green Ranger, sir.
Original green.
Yep,
Yeah.
original Green, original White Rangers. He passed away this week. Details are still coming out. But regardless, it does suck because I've been seeing on TikTok a lot of the other former Rangers saying they just talked to him a couple of days ago, you know, a couple of days before it all happened. So that hits home for those fans. And then for those, like we've had Eric and Julia Leewald on for X-Men animated series, but the other cartoon that really defined my childhood is Batman the animated series, and we lost our Batman, Kevin Conroy. He was sick for a while, and he finally, his body just couldn't keep going and fight the illness anymore. So it, you know, for those that never watched the animated series, he was also the voice of Batman for Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. He was tremendously compassionate towards everybody, regardless of religion, orientation, everything like that. He was just a good human being. So condolences going out to, those that were impacted, right? Those that came to know those folks and whatnot. They'll be missed definitely by their community. So just want to give that quick shout out. So yeah.
Two legends of their time and our
Very.
generation.
Yep.
And the quintessential, I would say, imagination of Batman.
Mhm.
I don't think you'll ever hear another voice other than
No.
Mhm.
other than his.
Kevin Conroy was the voice
Conroy
of
was
Batman, period.
Conroy was not only the voice, but he was the quintessential Batman for most people because he was
And
the most consistent, really.
Mhm.
and we did get to see him
yeah.
suit up
That's
in
true.
the Arrowverse,
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. So
And we also got to see him as a battered up Bruce. He got to explore a lot with the character, and rightfully so, because he was our Batman. So they will both be missed. Jason, Green Ranger. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that I was getting my collection of the figures, and it's just so I'm a fan, and it's very heartbreaking. And I hope everyone who was involved or who knew him are doing okay.
He definitely valued his fans, like
Oh,
tremendously,
yeah.
'cause I've seen videos
man,
where
he was always
like,
so cool with his
he
fans.
constantly thanks them for just coming out to see him because
Yeah.
he's like, I was just a character, so
I also saw a video on TikTok, and it made me tear up a little bit because it was, I'm sure it's going around a lot too. It was when he was actually leaving, I think, a con, and ran into Stan Lee, and like Stan Lee said,
he
like,
was
such the
he was on a
nicest
panel and
stuff.
Stanley, he walked in and interrupted the panel.
No, this was outside.
Oh, was it? So there's
this
there's
was
another
outside.
one
They-
from that
yeah.
same con then, that JDF was doing a panel and Stan Lee like interrupted the whole thing straight
Oh,
up.
yeah, I
and
think
was
he
just like,
said hi, and yeah. But no, this was
he's like,
outside.
man, if they don't
when
teach you, if they
Jason
don't
David
treat you
Frank
well,
was-
yep.
Yeah, he was leaving, and then Stan Lee was still there, and he said like the nicest thing to him. He's like, just if there was ever a Marvel character, like you would be in it. I would have thought of something for you, and then the Green Ranger was my favorite Ranger, and the White Ranger, and he just said some incredibly nice things. It was just such a nice embrace to watch.
Yeah, most definitely. And it gives you, that shows you the level of respect he had, though, that Stan Lee was like, hey. So
yeah.
So with that, normally we do catch ups and stuff like that, but as we know from years past, this episode every year tends to run a little bit long because we are debating our votes across 31 categories of the game.
31.
awards.
I know a few we're just gonna breeze through. Just
Oh yeah, we'll do our
probably.
usual where we're like, hey,
yeah.
let's just randomly pick that because they have a cool name. So there's
Really?
they're starting
off
with
oh
Wow.
my
game of
god.
the year.
Wow.
So
Oh, good God. Well, I actually already know my answer.
There's
so
many.
let's just
I think I
for
know your
the-
answer too.
I don't
Okay,
think you do.
So we've got
All right.
I think I
So
do.
we've got Plague Tale, Elden Ring, the newly released God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
That is a good lineup.
Okay, are
This
we
is
going?
a-
Are we going with what do we think is going to win, or what do we want?
I
to
always go with what I
No,
think is going to win.
This for me.
Oh, I thought it was
I
just
like
what
some
we
of this
want.
stuff. This is my
Oh, no,
it's personal
no.
favorite, like personal. What I think
I try
is-
and be as biased as possible because I like to know
Yep.
how close I'm at. So
because this I want one thing to win, but I have a
you know,
feeling
you
that
all
they-
already know what I want to win.
But I feel like
Yeah,
something else
I-
is going to win. That's why.
Okay, so first off, I think am I the only one that's played Stray here?
Yes.
No, I've
Yes.
played
Okay.
a bit of it.
Did you play it a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
Stray is really good, but I don't think it's worthy of Game of the Year
No,
for me.
I don't think so.
For me, it's worthy of the nomination because it was that.
It's worthy
good.
of a nomination for
Yeah.
sure.
If it was a
Um,
different category, like best,
Yeah.
Like story driven. I
no,
think it
or
would be a
like
contender or
most
something.
creative or
Innovation.
newest concept,
Yeah, or something
innovative
like
that,
concept.
too.
Oh, hands down.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I've heard nothing but great things about that game.
I have not.
I have not played it. I've tried to play the first one, could not get into the series. That's not to say there's anything wrong with the series. It's just not my
your
cup of tea.
Yeah.
Elden Ring. So Jason's our Souls like person here, but
I'm only finishing
the
one
one that's
from
wi-
soft
the
game.
one that's willing to actually
no,
finish
but,
any of it.
no, Elden Ring has been fantastic for review wise from everybody that I've heard from has played that game, has said it's fantastic. Again, I'm not a Souls fan. I've tried to get into those games and I just can't. The closest thing would be a Souls clone in Jedi Fallen Order, but so then we're gonna come down to Ragnarok, which just came out, and Horizon Forbidden West. So I want to hear what
You lead it off, man. You
We
lead
all-
it off. What
Why am
do
I
you
leading?
think is going to win, and what do you want to win?
All right. So personally, I think the votes are probably going to go Elden Ring or God of War Ragnarok. And I am only 10 hours into the game on Ragnarok, and so far it is phenomenal. Just in the storytelling alone. Because of just it is the evolution, and I'm coming into it and I'm more appreciating it from a dad perspective, right? Because the first game I played when Cody was less than 1, I have a teenage daughter that is kind of going through kind of the same kind of growing pains as Atreus, so I get it, and it's hitting differently for me. Forbidden West, I love it. I love Horizon. For me, because of from where it is, the category is recognizing game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Because of where it hits, and because I haven't finished the game on Ragnarok, for me, my game of the year to this point is Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay, Theo, you want to?
My want and prediction is also Horizon. I feel like Ragnarok is too soon. Honestly, I feel like Ragnarok shouldn't have been put up for Game of the Year when it's like just came out.
Just
I feel
came
like
out.
it should be included in next year for Game of the Year, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going with Horizon.
Jerry?
Okay. I think Elden Ring is going to win, and I would want God of War to win, but I agree with Theo. I think it's too early. It should have been nominated.
Mhm.
It should
So-
have had
so who you
its
voting for?
time for everyone. My vote's for Elden Ring.
Yeah, and I'm
It's
definitely
going to win
definitely. I believe Elden
because
Ring
I've
is
also
gonna
played
win.
that game. I haven't gone very thorough in it, but I will tell you that it has a great story, and it has a lot going for itself of what other games don't, because it offers very different things, but the things that I think gamers have wanted, and they experimented with this game and it worked. So honestly, you can literally start from scratch, explore the world, level up to a decent level, and then continue. Like, you can go on a journey just exploring, and then eventually get into an adventure and figure out what's going on in the story and level up that way too. It offers a lot. So Elden Ring is my vote.
Yeah, I am on that same Elden Ring vote. The reason why is just no matter what, I know From Software, they're known to be like, oh my gosh, these are super hard bosses. These are unbelievable like dynamics. But I mean, if you look at what it says for the Game of the Year, creative, technical fields, the absolute best gameplay, the absolute best of the best. And Elden Ring definitely hits on all those. I mean, you even have communities, you have like the one true God, let me solo her, he
Yeah.
came out of nowhere and just, everyone understands and be like, yo, man, Elden Ring, people are still playing it to this day and it's still getting tons and tons of like views on Twitch. It's a game that's just
And when you
no
say
matter what.
community, like it's a legit community. Like people
yeah.
will help themselves, help them each other out
Yeah, it's an
to help
actual
level up or
community
get
where
something, a summon or something. But
yeah,
it's grown to be this thing. So yeah,
it is. And I like that, they really don't have a lot of like voice like talking. So it's when you do summon other people, you literally are just like, hey, we're trying to fight and beat this boss together. There's no like, hey, like there's no toxic trash talking, like if the person dies, like, okay, go, no, what, oh well, there's nothing you can do to negatively impact it personally, like honestly. I wish I knew more of Plague Tale Requiem, honestly, because I know we have the first one, we just have not been able, it's in the backlogs.
I've heard a lot of good things about the second one too.
That's why it being
really stepped up, I heard. So
that it being like a few years after it's come out, so it's like, yeah, like I wish I knew more about it, but definitely amongst all of the categories, Elden Ring is definitely number one.
And I love Horizon. Horizon was an amazing game. I just think it
was
Ring
amazing.
offered,
it had the great story. It had like you had to follow it from the first one a little bit to get a little bit, which I'm not a fan of having.
Well, but the opening of the game, the opening of Horizon, though,
I'm actually okay with the recap. Like they did a recap.
The recap, yeah, the
fine.
recap is fine. It's just like you wish you could. It's the Marvel. It's the Marvel all over
You're
again.
so
you
annoying.
have to know
You're
this
so
in order
annoying.
to know what's going on 6 movies ago.
God, you're so annoying.
But yeah, Elden Ring from Software, they just know how to put out these major titles, and it's just, I hate to say it, but it will be another one on From Software's belt having Game of the Year.
Yeah, I'm going to, here's my thing is I'm going to agree with the Elden Ring vote, just because for me, and I've said this, as much as I love Forbidden West, I still loved Horizon Zero Dawn a little bit better. So I am okay with going with the Elden Ring vote.
Official CGN vote.
All right. Next category is Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Elden Ring, God of War, Forbidden West, Immortality, which I have never heard of that game, and Stray.
Yeah, I would say
It's
Elden
actually
Ring.
a little difficult.
This one for me, I'll start it off. This one, I feel that it should go to Stray for vision.
I'm in the same
innovation.
side with,
like, oh my goodness,
I'm on board with Stray. Like even when they did like the whole like vibrations and purring out of the controller,
that is like the coolest feature in that game. That
there,
is like
there
the
are
best
all
feature.
those small little nuances that just make you feel like, oh man, like if I was a avid cat lover, I would have had this game
vision and innovation.
Yeah, and innovation in game direction
yeah.
design. And the thing is, that like the game forces you to interact with these robot beings, and they're kind of telling you their story, but you can't talk back. Like you have a little robot pal, but that's it. So you're having to explore and everything within the game. Just from that perspective.
I agree with that. I like that.
And as much as I
don't know why I forgot about that. Well, I played a little bit of it. That's right.
Yeah. And the game direction, that's not taking anything away from Forbidden West and Elden Ring and God of War, right? Because all of those are fantastic in that, especially like God of War with what they're doing right now.
But they've been done before.
Right. And they all kind of had the same kind of narrative. So
yeah.
I agree. Stray. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Best narrative. For best outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality.
I'm going. I already know mine. Yeah, I know mine. You want me to go?
Jerry,
Yeah,
Take
go,
it
go
away.
Go for
ahead.
it. Go for it.
All right. Honestly, for me, the outstanding storytelling for me, okay, God of War. Like it would be between Horizon and God of War, but I'm leaning more towards God of War because I feel like it is a more linear story and it's way tighter this time and way
My
deeper. Like they're going way more deep into it. So I'm going God of War.
For me, I'm going with God of War. Especially with even at the point I'm at right now, the storytelling is fantastic and it's taking it to a deeper level than what it was even in the first one. Horizon was fantastic, but even for me, I felt like pieces of it kind of went off the rails just a little.
I think you could
Um,
also argue that you tend to get more distracted on the side quests too, because they can run
Yes.
some can run a little long where
Oh
you're like,
yeah.
oh crap, how many side quests have I done? I should do
Yep.
submission or like story quests.
So
yeah,
Theo, Jason,
Jason, go ahead.
Storytelling and narrative. I think.
and that is hard because
again-
I haven't played Plague. And
Yeah,
I heard
again, I
that
wish
was
I knew
an
more
epic,
about
like,
Plague
story.
Tale
Yeah.
Requiem. Like
But-
it's the third one, so I feel like it would give outstanding storytelling, but just based on what I've played and seen, and I think it would be God of War. It's literally the father son, just
it's a tight story.
it
It's a
is a tight
solid,
story.
Like,
It does have this this linear like pathway to it of the storytelling. You even like I'm still in the quote first realm and outside of Midgard, and it's like even the small back and forth between the two, and even
Yeah.
with Mimir as well.
Yeah.
Mimir throwing out that like devil's advocate or throwing out that, hey, you know
He,
what,
he
like,
has more of a
Jiminy-
say. He's more part
Jiminy
of the family.
Cricket.
yeah, like he is like
And
he
even
throws
Kratos
out a
has
lot
gotten
more
little
of those like
softer towards him.
yeah,
Mhm.
a lot more of it where
Softer.
it's like, hey, you know what, listen, your kid he's still growing, like
Yep.
Yeah.
don't be so hard on him. And then Kratos is just like, well, he has to learn, otherwise he won't survive. And it's like this whole
Yeah.
like old school, new school mentality, like just
And Theo hasn't
it
even
going.
cracked the seal on it, has he?
I have not
Ooh.
gotten very far, but I got I got as far as fighting Thor in the beginning. I
Oh,
did
sweet.
finish
Ooh.
fighting Thor, and I definitely
Right
agree with the storytelling and narrative development, with how they're telling the story and how involved they're making the player. I definitely say God of War deserves our vote.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Cool.
All right. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design. At this point, it's Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, Stray, and Scorn, which
Scorn.
was a
Scorn.
Xbox exclusive.
Scorn.
I have heard really great things about Scorn from a visual perspective.
I've watched an entire playthrough of it
Visually
because I can't play it because I don't have an Xbox. It's
on
It's-
PC too.
it's
Oh wait, you don't
awesome.
have a PC.
I don't have a
either. Master Race.
Way to limit yourself, Jerry. Way to limit
I know.
yourself. I'm proud of you.
thank you.
Stray is good, but
Otherwise,
you
you'd be
know,
spending way more money.
You
Yeah.
you know it.
you know,
Customizing a PC,
Um,
really? Customizing a keyboard?
I would say
Hey,
from
man.
what I've seen, my vote's actually going to go to Scorn.
Yeah, dude, it is amazingly artistically. You
It-
feel
as
the chills.
Gorgeous as Forbidden West is, especially with
it is an
the sunsets.
insane,
It's just
like scary simulation, really.
Yeah.
I'm
Because you are
Just from what
literally
I've
just
seen.
this live thing, and you got to figure
Yeah.
out how to get out because you don't know where you are. where, like, what planet
Um,
you're on. It's insane.
Mhm.
Theo, your thoughts?
Yeah, Theo.
I know nothing about Scorn, so I'll definitely go with you guys. Otherwise, if I had known anything, I would have gone Stray.
Dude,
Oh.
this
The
Scorn
only
is just
great thing about Stray is just the cat and the individual like hairs and just everything with the cat specifically. But the rest of the game, from an artistic design and animation perspective, to me was kind of lacking.
Hmm.
I guess
Yeah,
for this category.
Scorn.
So
Scorn for sure.
Alrighty.
Man. Oof.
best score in music. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and/or licensed soundtrack, you've got Plague Tale, Elden Ring, God of
Hmm.
War, Metal Hellsinger, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't know anything about Metal. I haven't heard the score to Elden Ring, so I'm gonna have to lean on Jerry there. Of course, we've admitted we know nothing on Plague Tale. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, all I know is from the trailers. So for me,
But those games usually do get this category, like
yeah.
usually, yeah, because their
But
soundtrack is
Bear
usually always,
McCreary's
yeah.
score is fantastic in God of
I
War.
mean,
right now.
I would still
Um,
lean to God of War for this one. I mean, as much as Elden Ring creates the like immersive world around you and the music, but the God of War soundtrack was like done like a soundtrack for a film or a
Yeah.
blockbuster, and it was just, it got that little bit extra care where, I mean, I listen to it like on my own. So like, yeah, I'm like, I may be a little biased, but I would also say God of War.
Jason, Theo.
I just like listen to Metal Hellsinger just right now, just like as Jared was talking.
Huh?
You know, just not to disrespect you, Jared. I just
No, that's
really
cool.
really sounds interesting. Like it's
Super rude.
it is like heavy metal, you know. But it is,
What he's saying is that he's heard your voice enough, Jerry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just hear Marvel,
Oh
blah
my
blah blah.
God.
Okay. So what's our
No.
vote?
But the soundtrack does sound really intense. I think it's just because it's like all the score and stuff like that. I think God of War might actually, because you do have this little feel. You have the feel.
Yeah.
There's the ambiance of it.
And you
And
know
the
when
moment
you're
you
about to
hear
get
it-
your ass kicked.
or you know the moment you first hear anything like resembling it, you know, oh, it's God of War. It's that distinctive.
Yeah, it's distinctive, and again, it's just, you just feel it. You get the ambiance of it. Xenoblade, it does have some good ones, but again, I'm not. It's not like, doesn't tug on the
Heartstrings.
the heartstrings a little bit, where you're just like, oh, okay, like it's battle time, where it's just like, hey, it's like, hey, here's a town music. Here's some like plains music, you know, like it
Okay.
doesn't
So we're
really
going-
like hit home a little bit.
Going God of War.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in game audio and sound design. So you've got Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, and Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah, as a technical,
This one is
I'm
hard.
going
In-game
COD.
audio.
This one is super hard.
In-game
in-game
audio.
audio.
I'm going COD.
Yeah,
I think that's the winner.
all the small things.
Yeah.
add up.
Yeah.
This one
Russell,
is
the-
super hard for me.
Really?
Because okay, so I haven't played Modern Warfare, so I don't know how their games are usually fairly good with
Yeah.
gun mechanics and everything like that. God of War is good. I don't think it's best audio design.
Because it's a
Um,
world. Same thing with Horizon and Elden Ring. It's
Horizon
all
Forbidden
world.
West,
It all needs
That
to
was a little
immerse you.
different because you hear the ambiance of the different, machines off in the distance and stuff.
Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
Gran
Oh, that's true.
Turismo. Gran Turismo is just the
True.
engines, the tires,
the engines, the tire.
all of that.
You can even hear the raindrops if you go first person.
Yeah. but I think I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to side with Jerry on this one and go COD.
I just think it's going to win the popular vote. I mean, you might be right about Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a technical thing where I think it's going to win.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's just
Regardless, like I'm playing it, and like I'm not one of those that can hear all of that. Like I'm just trying to freaking
Yeah.
survive. But
Yep.
I'm just
I
purely
mean,
going.
how
But
do you
no,
hear?
COD's always
how
been
do you hear
good.
anything over all the gunshots?
Yeah. Exactly.
But
So
yeah,
what-
technically, I think it's going to win.
it would not
I-
it would not shock me though if GT7 or Forbidden West won it. But I think
I would honestly
say
I would say
closer to
GT7 or
GT,
Elden Ring. Elden Ring, because all those
Ooh.
small little like sand
Oh, that's true.
Sand
And
bosses
that
or
also helps
the-
you find
like
like
the-
certain items and
the clashing of blades and stuff like that. Those small little things, they add up and it just makes the gameplay a little bit better. But again, I think it's just COD is just going to be the popular vote, and they're going to be like, yo, like, do you
For m-
hear
I mean, for
like the
me-
small bullet casings
Yeah.
hitting the ground, like, oh,
yeah.
my personal votes, it would be a tie. It'd be a toss up between Gran Turismo 7 and Forbidden West for me personally. But I think to your all point, COD is COD. They've always been really good with their gun mechanics.
Yeah.
And for the most part,
Um,
they've always won like this category or
sound
like
perspective.
yeah.
Theo?
I'm on the same boat. I mean, I think it's going to be the popular vote because of the following for COD, and I was
Yeah.
on the same boat with you, Matt. With I felt that Gran Turismo would have been a good candidate
Yeah.
for it.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the open world games or the storytelling games would have really been high up there. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Best performance awarded to an individual for voice over acting, motion,
Oh.
and or performance capture.
Oh,
We've got Ashley Birch as Aloy in Horizon Forbidden West, Charlotte McBurney for Plague Tale Requiem, Christopher Judge as Kratos in God of War, Manny Gage as in Immortality, Sonny Zolciak, God of War as Atreus.
ah, wow. This is
tough.
really tough.
This is a
actually.
tough one, actually.
This is really tough.
yeah,
Because
And the
first
thing
of
is,
all,
I
Birch
wish
was
I
amazing.
wish I knew Requiem and Immortality. I really do.
Yeah, Requiem is the
Um,
one I really like. We have Plague's Tale, and we just haven't been able to get to Requiem. It's backlogs.
My
My
like-
top two would be Christopher Judge and Birch. Only because like my judgment is because one, they're both coming from sequels. They've all added to the characters. They made them more dynamic and gave them more depth and more like more of it, broadened more of the character.
I
don't know.
Mine is Ashley Birch. As much as I love Christopher Judge as Kratos in Ragnarok right now, and the different emotions as a parent and having that protective nature, for me, you look at everything that was in that performance for Aloy. You have the anger, the hurt, the sad. I mean, there's so many ranges of emotions that Aloy goes throughout that game. Plus, she has to play her clone, which has a whole other range of emotions and not
Spoilers.
understanding the world. What was that?
Spoilers.
it's been long enough. It's not.
I'm just saying.
Forbidden West, we are long beyond spoilers on that
It's
one.
long.
Um,
well beyond.
Yeah, but for me, it's Ashley Birch for me.
I see. Okay, just off what I've been hearing so far, like,
But also,
God
Sonny
of War.
Soljic is just
was about to
has
say-
elevated
yeah,
Atreus so much in the
Sonny
story too.
just-
Like he stands out as well.
yeah, and again, that's where my vote would have gone to, is because Atreus has literally just been developing, and he is
Yeah,
in that rebellious teen stage where it's like, come on,
Yeah.
man, like I need to branch off. I need to like make mistakes.
But he
You
also
know?
has to show the emotion of
Mhm.
disappointing his father and
Yeah,
and being
right.
regretful and showing. I feel like he like that's a good point. I really
Yeah.
feel like he
I mean, like,
stood
just
out a bit more in the game.
just in the first boss fight, the
Yeah.
first boss fight, when he's coming back, and it's just like he has this like scared voice where it's just like it was me, or what happened,
Yeah.
like just that alone just shows that vulnerability. And it's like, wow, like for a voiceover acting, it's just to go from there to disappointment, to go from curiosity, to go from like going behind Kratos. Like I think my vote would go to Sunny, just
Okay,
based
so
on
we've got-
so far what I've been playing right now so far over.
So we've got Atreus, we've got Aloy, Jerry. Pick one.
Theo, yeah.
Well, the reason I'm waiting on Theo, there's a purpose, because
Okay.
Jerry was like Kratos and Ashley Birch, and now he's saying Sunny. Because if we end up with this a three-way tie or a three-way
it's a good
tie, he was
argument.
going to be the tiebreaker.
But it is
Yeah.
it is a good argument. But also, I think being new is a factor, and he's kind of exploring the character as he's growing himself. So,
okay,
I would say overall, like talent and what someone's bringing to the table, and the experience. I'm gonna go Ashley Birch.
Okay, Theo.
So I'm throwing in consideration with motion capture as well into my consideration. I didn't follow behind the scenes too much for the games, but I'm putting assumptions in this, and I'm going Birch because I feel like the range of motion to be captured was more extensive in Horizon than it was God of War.
That's why I agree as well, because of the experience that she's had throughout the whole series. So yeah, I think she'll win.
Alrighty. All right, moving on to Games for Impact, for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. A Memoir Blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teen Exocolonist. I have no idea about any of these games.
I would say Endling and Memoir Blue are my favorite artistic wise. Well, and Citizen Sleeper is pretty good.
So, votes, guys.
Social.
You know what? I'm
This
an
one
animal
is-
guy. I'm gonna go Endling. I'm gonna keep it
Okay.
simple, baby.
I think I was going to get over that.
Sure, let's go Endling.
Sure.
I don't know any of these games. So-
Blind guess.
I'm very sorry,
Best-
guys.
okay, here we go.
Guess.
This is okay. Here we go.
I
Best
don't wait.
ongoing,
We don't even have
awarded
to.
to
We
a-
don't even have to say it. You can just
No,
hit the
you
vote
J-
in the
no,
center of the five.
Jace, you can
Vote
you
no
can
matter
just
the five,
just
sir.
for
Oh
a
my
second.
God.
Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Apex Legends,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact.
Yeah, you can just click right there, teacher Matt. But that's fine.
Ooh,
I don't know.
mean,
I have to question you,
know.
Jason.
Yeah, I mean,
how much
Fortnite
have
has gotten-
mechanics changed in Final Fantasy over the years? How much has mechanics
No,
changed?
How much?
Dude, ongoing. Go scroll back up a little bit, Matt. Like, let's outstanding development of ongoing content.
That evolves,
The
sir.
player experience. The
evolves.
player experience, sir, over
Hold
time.
on. Can I just say
So
something?
how much has
Destiny
changed
2
to evolve
hasn't
the
changed
experience?
Destiny
No,
has not
Destiny
changed
2
much
has
either.
changed a ton. What are you talking about? Destiny 2 constantly changing.
I'm sorry. My
Every
top
I'm gonna have to
two
say-
are
as much as
Every
I don't-
season, there's a new sandbox.
Hold on.
Every season.
As much as I don't want to vote for it, Fortnite.
How
I
dare you,
mean-
sir?
dude. It's a competitor, bro.
Okay.
Dude. Every
We can
season
break
is
but
we
a
can
here's
break
the
all
thing is
five
though-
down for you guys. We can break all
No
five down.
Fortnite.
Okay. Apex
hold on.
Legends, shooter with new people. Destiny 2, shooter with the
not-
story.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I'm not a fan of-
Fortnite, shooter, we lost building.
You know what
And
Disney's
Genshin
doing right
Impact,
now, Matt?
That's
Yeah,
the only
you-
one
they
where I
went
can
backwards.
Explaining to
side.
us Lord of the Rings for Plex
that-
2.
Fortnite
Yeah.
went backwards.
Genshin
Well,
Impact
here's
is
the
the
thing is
only
that we
one where I
do-
can say, like, okay, fair enough.
Well,
I'm gonna
Because,
concede. I'm gonna go Final Fantasy because, like, I think a lot of
dare you.
Fortnite stuff is good dressing,
yeah.
and Destiny 2, like
But,
you said,
hey, guys,
great story, awesome.
Laura Faye
but-
Smith. Laura Faye Smith is in Genshin though.
No,
Just saying.
I'd still go in Destiny 2 because it definitely evolves. Because I mean, like even with
It
Que-
it-
Que- with Queen's Fall, like they introduced crafting, they introduced all new kinds of changes to the subclasses. They're constantly evolving. Whereas I don't know for sure, but to my knowledge, Final Fantasy it's the same mechanics, just more raids and stories to add on to it.
but it's the story. Do you
But it's the
Ooh.
same
That's a pretty good
mechanics. It's not
argument there.
evolving. It's
'Cause
not
they
evolving.
straight
It's
up
adding
changed up
on.
Okay.
the game.
Based on that
Things.
argument, I
Hmm.
have to go with Destiny.
I kind of
Bam.
want to go Destiny. I agree with that.
Oh, there you
They
guys.
changed up actual mechanics of the. I agree. Okay, good argument, Theo.
Ah,
Good
He
argument.
won me
the
over.
viewers out there are gonna be
Just
so
saying.
sad as well. They're gonna be as
Alright.
sad as I am.
Best for outstanding creative technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publishing system. You've got Best Indies are Cult of the Lamb,
Yeah,
Oh,
Neon White,
funny game.
Sifu, Stray, and Tunic.
I'm all
Ooh.
seafood.
I've heard great things about Cult of the Lamb, Sifu, and Tunic. Tunic
Same.
feel like from the look of it, it looks a lot like a Legend of Zelda 2D, the original game.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
For me, for Best Indie, this is Stray. For me.
For me, it's Sifu. I mean, the technical like gameplay, the mechanics of
Mhm.
like the fighting system is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm buying it on Friday, actually.
Okay.
But
Jason?
oh, and
think-
actually, I'll buy Stray too.
I think for
I just
me,
forgot about that. That's going on
it's-
sale too.
it would have to be Tunic.
Oh,
Really?
shit.
Yeah,
We've got
it does
okay.
have a lot of Legend of Zelda vibes, but this is an indie game. You're not going. It isn't Legend of Zelda because it's an indie game. It's just creative, technical. Like you have some sense of familiarity.
Oh shit.
Already?
It's on
But-
PlayStation.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem though. For Sifu, it is a completely new kind of mechanic. Really, also another experiment, and also an indie. It just got a lot of hype, and it did deliver.
All right, Theo.
Sorry, Jerry, I'm gonna have to poop on you a little bit. Sifu, while it does go outside the traditional, it only has one niche with it throughout the entire thing, to be perfectly honest.
Okay,
While as Stray,
that's
Stray was
Stray.
like a,
Yeah,
was
Stray
out of
immerses you.
nowhere.
You're right.
Was out of nowhere, and I feel like Tunic is still hidden a little on the tradition for some things. I don't know too much about Cult of the Lamb, so I go for Stray.
I
Okay.
agree with that argument.
Tiebreaker. All right. Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device.
Oh,
Apex,
Jason,
Apex
Jason, and I
Legends
have
Mobiles.
You guys can
Hold
take
on.
it.
Hold on.
You guys
Hold
can
on.
take it.
Let me at least read them off. Okay. You have
This should be
Apex
like the quickest
Legends-
vote.
It is Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Tower of Fantasy, and our vote for best mobile game is Marvel Snap
Marvel
Boom.
Snap.
because of
Snap,
these
snap.
two fools.
You got him.
I'm playing it.
Got him.
Oh no way!
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun.
It's
And to
quick
the point
too.
where-
That's the thing.
and
It's
it's quick.
quick.
And
You don't have to dedicate
MTG,
like.
let me put it this way: MTG Arena has been deleted off my iPad. That's how much I'm enjoying Marvel Snap.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like it's
All
one.
right,
It's
all right.
quick.
All right,
Two,
Best
it's got
community
very
support.
easy, very easy mechanics. So you don't have to like super
All right.
think about it.
recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity
Oh,
and games
I
updates
got
and
it.
patches.
I already got my
Apex
answer.
Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. Personally, my vote is Destiny 2.
Thank you, sir.
Bungie
no,
is
stop
super
it.
active. Bungie is super, active,
super
on
transparent.
Twitter and everything. And you don't see a ton. There's not a ton from the community team at Final Fantasy 14.
Whoa! What? Just let me. What? Are you kidding
Hold
me?
on. Inclusive of social media
Okay.
activity.
Jason, let me ask you this really quick. Does Final Fantasy have a weekly
Yes.
release of notes?
Yes. Oh
Weekly.
no, not of notes.
Weekly. Yes. Destiny 2 has weekly.
Because
Of
it has to be
notes and
updated that
changes.
much because it's buggy as hell, or like like
No, I like where you're going because you're a smart ass. But no, they're always addressing anything that's coming up, and anything that they do have to bug fix is always small because there are players that go out and break the game.
So looking
Nice.
at their Twitter account, it's all it is just single sentences from Final Fantasy 14.
That might not even be
There
the official
was-
account.
I am looking at the official account right now.
Hmm.
Let me guess. All the one-liners are
You
server
can-
being updated. Server is down.
So
We-
there
we are
was now,
performing
granted,
maintenance.
they did have they had Yoshi P on there, which
That blue check only costs
Yoshi P's
$8
Yoshi
now,
P.
dude.
No, this has the official below it that says official,
I'm
and
just kidding,
the
bro.
blue check mark is on hold because
just
too
kidding,
many
bro.
people were
It's a
impersonating
joke.
accounts. But
Yeah.
I for me, just because of how active I see Bungie on there on Twitter and stuff like that, for me it goes to Destiny 2. I can definitely understand where Jason's coming though from a community
support.
for sports perspective, because Final Fantasy 14 does have an amazing community.
Not an
Especially
amazing
when it comes to
community, the
people cons
best
and stuff.
community, sir.
I mean, they have a good community, but is the community support to where that they're listening to the community and making changes to the game like Destiny 2 is?
Okay. Okay. Because the game needs to be better, like Destiny 2, like Final Fantasy is already a top-notch game.
I
sir.
mean, I will at least concede
All right.
to you, since I haven't played to it. It's probably Final Fantasy 14 is probably near perfect, like 99% perfect. But since we're in the
Right.
topic of support and fixing things, Destiny 2 is my
Jerry,
jam.
break the tie. I'm my vote would be Destiny 2, but I'm kind of staying out of it because I don't really do the online gaming stuff.
Jason, bro, I'm sorry.
How dare you guys? You know,
Community support, transparency,
unbelievable,
Bungie
inclusive
has
of
stepped
social
up.
media activity every week.
But
Final
dude,
Fantasy has
Bungie stepped
oh
up
my
from
God.
the game 1
All
to
right.
game 2.
Here we go. Innovation
Exponentially.
and all right, innovation,
you can't ignore it.
accessibility, recognizing software and/or hardware
Ooh.
that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by even wider audiences. As Dusk Falls, Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, The Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry.
Already know mine. Yeah, already
I'm
know
actually I'm actually going to start us off this time. I am actually against Last of Us Part 1 because we voted for Last of Us Part 2 for this exact reason last time, and they just copied it. So I don't think they should be rewarded for the exact same
No,
thing that they got last time.
I'm going with.
I agree with you on that. Like
You convinced me
I'm
because that was my choice. But that's a good that's a good point. That's a very
like
good
you
point.
do copy paste. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with God of War. Our buddy Paul Amadeus Lane got to help and go
Nice.
see some of the
Yeah.
accessibility stuff with God of War, but Ragnarok, that's for me, it's going with it.
Okay.
Especially
Yeah,
when you
I
turn on the
was
game
going
and you
I was going
fire.
Ragnarok or Quarry, so yeah, I'd go with that.
So for
Cool.
me,
That's good.
Ragnarok, when you fire up the game, it immediately goes to accessibility.
Yeah,
It's like,
it
hey,
goes
let's get
straight
this
there.
Oh yeah,
stuff
that's
Yeah,
going.
true.
So,
Yeah, that's
It
right.
goes straight there.
All
So
right.
it's cool.
best VR AR for the best game experience playable in virtual augmented reality.
I have no
After the
idea.
Fall, Among Us, Bone Lab, Moss
I'll
Book
go-
2, Red Matter 2.
I'll go Among Us, or actually no, I'll go Moss. I heard a lot about Moss,
I'm gonna go Moss just because
Consistency.
Among Us,
yeah,
and
I'll
I
I'd
know
go
it's a
with that.
second game, so yeah, I'll go Moss.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, best action game. For the best game in the
Uh-oh.
action genre,
Uh-oh.
focused primarily on combat, we have Bayonetta 3, we have Call of Duty, Neon White, Sifu, Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
Action. This for action game.
For action.
Okay, no, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna proxy my vote and give it to Jason.
This one's difficult. This one. I'm
I was
gonna say,
torn
this
between
is a
two.
hard one.
Really? Really?
I'm
I
honestly
didn't-
torn.
Oh, this
between
one's
two.
easy.
I thought it was easy. I thought
No.
it was Bayonetta.
Yeah, I thought it'd be easy for Jason. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
no,
all.
I mean, like that is one. That is one. But the other one that I'm like,
All right.
intrigued in is actually TMNT. Like,
But that's
Mine is-
another clone. It's the same thing. We've already
N-
played that. It's just It's a
So is
little
COD.
innovated.
Oh no,
Exactly.
COD is
So
out.
is
COD is out.
Bayonetta
How,
3.
how
I
dare you
vote.
put COD in this?
That's
yeah,
also what I was
genre.
surprised
How
about.
dare you?
I was also
COD
surprised
should-
about that.
COD should be
I'm-
out because that's player-driven action. There isn't
I'm
anything.
I'm
with
going
Focus
Turtles.
primarily on
Turtles
combat.
is my vote. Mine is
Okay.
Turtles.
I honestly
think I
think
have to go
Bayonetta's going to
Bayonetta.
win.
Yeah,
I think it's going to
Bayonetta.
win.
Like
All
the
right.
combat system.
Yeah, I'd go Bayonetta.
I mean,
All right.
Because I mean, Matt, really, you're going to vote for essentially an arcade clone?
Yes. It's Turtles.
It's
But it's
Turtles.
only-
Well, you
the-
did say
the-
you're
the
not
reason
being
why
biased.
I said
I'm
it
being biased.
it's only combat in TMNT. It's
Yeah.
only
Alright.
combat. That's why it's like
Oh shit. Okay. Best action adventure for the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Oh, okay.
Play
yeah.
Tale, Ragnarok, Forbidden
Okay,
West,
got
Stray, and Tunic. I'm
I'm
I'm torn,
voting.
but I know what I want to vote for.
I will throw mine out there right now. Forbidden West in this category for
Yeah.
best action adventure game combining combat and traversal.
Traversal is
puzzle
key.
Yeah, like Forbidden West is mine.
Agreed.
Like
mine's
if-
Forbidden West.
just based
Yeah, we could have
on
called that.
what the
Dude,
description
oh,
is.
hold on. We already know you're going with God of War Ragnarok.
Actually,
Um,
no. So
What were you going with?
I'm not being biased. I'm being biased.
I'm not being
I'm not
biased
going-
either.
Give me a break, dude. Honestly, what I feel, I would go Horizon, but I honestly feel because of how it's being reviewed and really the more recent exposure, I think God of War is going to win. That's
So
my
here's my
that's
thing.
my
Oh, wow.
technical vote. I think it might.
Here's
win.
mine.
I
Jerry-
would vote for Horizon.
So here's my thing is I have not played enough of Ragnarok to make an honest determination on this.
Yeah,
I'm only
but
10 hours
I-
into the game.
I understand,
and
that,
there's
but
still
I'm
way
also
more to
going by
unlock.
reviews of YouTubers who have finished the game and have done walkthroughs. I honestly feel that it's just gonna overshadow what Horizon did. Unfortunately, that's just my technical vote. Like I said, I would go Horizon.
Yeah.
But so I'll concede to you guys, but I honestly feel like it might get overshadowed.
And once I finish that game, Jerry, I do reserve the right to come back and say you were right. If-
Like
You know,
It's not
okay,
about
and
being right,
it's-
dude.
This is
Oh, no, no,
right
no,
Like
I'm
now-
I
just
said,
saying that
my technical
I have
vote,
no doubt.
I think it's going to win because it overshadowed Horizon.
right now, like I seriously just need to see what Plague's Tale is, and I'm just like barreling
Yeah.
through like some really quick like snippets and stuff like
All right.
that. I
Ooh,
feel
So-
that it actually should have been that one
We're
instead.
only like halfway through this, and we've already been going at this for an hour. This is gonna be
Wow.
anyways.
it's always a long.
Best-
There's always a long episode for the.
yeah.
All right. So best role playing game. You've got Elden Ring, Live Alive, Pokemon Legends, Arceus, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I am personally going to
I'm
kind of
going
bow
to-
out
I'm
of
kind of
this
torn.
one because I have barely scratched the surface on Triangle Strategy. Live Alive, I wasn't a fan of playing it. It is a remake, so I'm going to concede out of this and kind of kick my vote over to Jason, Jerry, and Theo.
Elden
Go
Ring.
up, go up a little bit to have
For the
the.
best game design with rich game player characters, customization and progression, including massively
Oh,
multiplayer
okay.
experiences.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah, I
by
know
Elden
that
Ring.
definition,
Elden
would
Ring.
be Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Because
The other ones have like
Pokemon, but
the other ones have
Yeah.
like a good shot. Triangle Strategy
Mhm.
and Xenoblade.
All right.
But just based on that definition, I think Elden Ring.
Best fighting for the best game design, primarily around head-to-head combat. You've got DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, The King of Fighters 15, Multiverses, and Sifu.
I'm going Sifu.
No.
Oh no,
Um,
design. Oh, primarily around head-to-head combat. Okay,
King
no.
of Fighters.
King of Fighters.
I would
That's what I
say
meant. King of Fighters?
JoJo's a good second. Multiverses. If we
Multiverses is
had-
great, but
It's a
head-to-head
Smash
combat for
clone.
me.
It's a
yeah.
smash, yeah. Like
Yeah.
head to head, King of Fighters. If not JoJo,
All right.
JoJo's a niche.
Best family.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform, we've got Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars: A Skywalker Saga, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3.
Isn't Sparks of Hope like really recent too?
Really
Kind of, yeah.
recent.
That's why
and
I'm
it's
like
single
mm,
player.
Oh, okay. Yeah, isn't Kirby single
Um,
player too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
But it's
so
a family
and
game, you know. It's
but family game, yeah.
yeah.
But it's not appropriate for family play though. Like when I hear family play, I think like multiplayer
sitting around together.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
For
this
me-
is more leading towards like what's appropriate for kids. Like a
My-
good-
My
family
vote
game.
goes to Lego Star Wars.
I was leaning towards Lego. I think it offers the most, and yeah, Theo, like you said, Mario is still pretty
Mhm.
recent. So is Splatoon. Yeah,
I mean,
and-
Kirby's good, but like the most, I would say technically, like got the most popularity was Lego Star Wars.
I would
And-
say honestly, Nintendo Switch Sports.
It's
Really?
So
it's okay, but it's not.
So you guys might laugh at my reasoning for narrowing down my choice. So Mario and Kirby, one player. Nintendo Switch Sports and Splatoon entice fighting amongst your family. So I'm going Lego.
True. All right.
Dude, that's logical. I get
Logical.
that. I get that.
All right. Best sim or strategy game. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. You've got Dune Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total War Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campus, and Victoria 3. I have no idea on any of
I'm
those.
going Warhammer.
Yeah, normally
just 'cause-
Warhammer is
yeah.
Okay.
Warhammer. If it wasn't Warhammer, Age of Empires would have been on there. You know, like those.
All right. Best
Yes.
sports or racing. You've got for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and
I'll
racing
concede
game.
to you.
F1 22, FIFA 23, NBA 2K 23, Gran Turismo 7, and Ollie World.
GT7.
GT7.
It's I cannot vote for the 22-23 games. EA like they
I'm the
just
same
copy
way.
paste
As
it.
much
I
as
can't.
like I still play NBA, but I have 2K21. I'm not gonna get it.
yeah,
Alright.
because it's old. It's outdated already.
Best
know?
multiplayer for outstanding online
Oh.
multiplayer game and gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of genre or platform. You got Modern Warfare 2, Multiverses, Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, and Shredder's Revenge.
Actually,
Um,
I want Overwatch to win, but I think COD's gonna win.
I want Overwatch to win too because I like it, but it's not gonna win,
you know what?
man. COD. How do you beat COD in this? How do you like you can't.
Splatoon can okay, so here's my argument. Splatoon 3 and Ninja Turtles both can do multiplayer on the same console without requiring internet. Does
Mm,
COD
but
have
it's- but
does
it's-
COD have split screen?
Multiplayer experiences, interactive in game, genre, or platform.
Oh,
COD.
but then,
So-
no, but then I'm
so-
looking
so-
massively multiplayer.
yeah.
That's a definition. I
ju-
gotta go COD.
I was gonna say I was just gonna add a point to Matt's point is that involves people being social
Social?
in person.
Being
So-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Like-
can see that. And honestly, for
mean-
massive multiplayer, that's COD. I mean,
Yeah.
Splatoon is. I hate to say it, Splatoon is pretty much cut and dry the same type of thing over and over and over again.
Yeah. Same with
Um,
Overwatch too. That's why I wish it was.
Yeah.
It was, but it's not.
All right, content creator of the year for streamer content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community. Carl Jacobs, Ludwig, Nibelian, Nobrew, and Cutie Cinderella. The only one I know on that is Nibelian.
I
That's
only
just
know
by-
Ludwig.
Yeah, I only know Ludwig, but
So,
it's
Well,
even
you guys
still, I
know.
don't-
You guys both know Ludwig. Is he good?
He's alright.
I find Ludwig annoying. I'd rather go.
Yeah,
with
he's
Ludwig.
all right. Like he's
Oh,
not.
okay, that was it. That was a quick.
He's not. He's not like
Yeah.
Okay.
I just know him.
Just because I
Best-
know him, don't mean that I like him.
All righty. Best debut indie for the best debut game created by a new independent studio. You've got Neon White, Norco, Stray, Tunic, and Vampire Survivors.
Stray.
Vampire
going Stray.
Survivors. How dare you guys?
I'm
Vampire
going
Survivor.
Stray.
It literally
Stray.
has made this new genre of survival shooter. Like
I've never heard
It's
of
been
it.
done
but-
before.
Never heard of it.
Game created by a new independent studio. A
Yeah,
debut. Stray.
I still think Stray is just it was fantastic for that small of a studio too.
well, it didn't make a new genre of like
Yes, it's a debut game in a
No,
new
a
independent studio.
debut
That's all it
game
is.
created by a
Vampire
new
It has nothing to
Survivors
do with
was a
studio.
debut game by an indie studio.
So was Stray.
God,
Stray, bro.
3-1, man, 3-1. Ugh.
All right. Best adaptation, recognizing outstanding creative work
Oh,
that faithfully and authentically
easy.
adapts a video
Easy.
game to another entertainment medium. You've got Arcane Legends or League of Legends, which I've heard is very, very good on Netflix. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Uncharted.
Top 2, Arcane, Cyberpunk. My vote. I'm gonna go straight in. I'm gonna vote Arcane.
Okay.
League
Deal?
of Legends.
Oh yeah, bro. I just finished it last week again.
Yo, dude, it's
Okay.
it's fire.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fire.
bro.
And
It is.
even though I've been banned by Riot Games, I still think Arcane.
All right. Are we okay? I'll go with you guys on that one.
No, but
Because
no,
my vote.
what's your vote? Let me guess. Uncharted. Uncharted, right?
No, actually.
Okay. Then Sonic.
Cuphead show is actually pretty funny though too.
I've never seen
Honestly,
Cuphead
for
show.
It was
this,
okay.
based on everything I've heard, my vote is actually Arcane. Uncharted, I love it, but there were still some issues that I had with it.
There's a lot of
Um,
issues.
There's
There
a
were a
lot of
lot,
issues.
And
but
it didn't
was
exactly
enjoyable.
adapt a video game. It adapted 4 of them. And
True.
Sonic 2 was okay. It wasn't great, but I am
It was
gonna
a
go
decent
with
sequel.
it was decent,
Oh
yeah.
man, but Arcane, bro.
yeah, Arcane.
I'm gonna watch
was-
it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty
Most
fire.
I can't wait for
anticipated
season two.
game. Okay, here we go. Most anticipated game.
Ooh.
You have Final Fantasy 16,
Yes.
Hogwarts Legacy, Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, damn it.
Wow.
Oh,
Those are
this
great
is tough.
choices.
This is the
Oh.
toughest. I feel like this is the toughest one so far.
Final Fantasy
Jason?
16. My vote.
Of course, we know. We know.
Yeah, yeah, because it's going to be awesome. Yoshi P is the one like leading the charge again.
Mm.
Our Lord and
So-
Savior for Square Enix, Yoshi P.
Wait,
Boom. Final Fantasy 16.
I'm going. I may surprise Jerry with this. I'm going with Hogwarts Legacy on this one.
Oh, that's so tough. 'Cause-
Yeah, because I feel like they're reaching out to a larger fan base that might even turn book readers to video games, as well as it's definitely
Okay.
something different than anything else. Because Final Fantasy has been done before. There's some minor changes. Zelda's been done before. Starfield's been done before.
That's a
Resident
good-
Evil's been done
that's a
before.
good damn point too. And I like my first initial like instinct was like Zelda the moment I saw it, but illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. I agree with Theo with the larger fan base, the way they're making the game. They really listen to the fans of what we wanted. Hogwarts.
Hogwarts is mine.
Hey.
Are you guys just against Square Enix? Like, come on, guys. What
no,
the heck,
bro,
man?
but come on, dude. Like that
Square-
I mean,
no,
it's
come
not
on,
that-
dude.
it-
that fan
Okay.
that fan base.
Jason, I'm
Hold
gonna put it.
crushes
Jason, I'm
Final
gonna put it out
Fantasy,
to you. Are we biased against Final Fantasy, or are you just biased with Final Fantasy?
Maybe it's because I'm
I think
biased.
it's the latter. I'm choosing the latter.
think-
That's my vote. That's my
I
vote.
think for
Podcast.
me, here's my whole reason with not, I mean, I'm excited for Final Fantasy, not like superly excited, is because for me, Square Enix with Final Fantasy, they're now moving towards catering to the ultra action RPG. And for
Mm.
me, they're starting with the mainline numbered games, with the exception of Final Fantasy 14, right? To me, they're starting to lose what's made Final Fantasy so great. And I honestly can say it goes back to, as much as I love 13, I think 13 is kind of where it started.
Mm.
And it continued with 15 with Boy Band. And now and you had the Final Fantasy Origins is the same game. It's just, so for me, I'm excited to see what they do with Hogwarts Legacy.
It's just, you guys both know already. It's just going to be two factions. That's it. I don't know what else is going to happen. It's just
Or-
Oh
gonna-
god.
there's only two factions
right.
in Hogwarts Legacy.
Best
That's it.
best
Slytherin
esports game.
and
Okay.
Gryffindor. That's it.
Lord of the Rings.
Nobody else
Okay,
is going to
best-
be the other two factions. There's only been like
Best-
3 people.
I
All
am.
right, best esports.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
Okay. I'm a Hufflepuff.
I don't know what I am, but I would probably. end
Anyways,
up
we've got
Hufflepuff.
Counter-Strike, Dota 2, League of Legends, Rocket League, Valorant. I know
Wait,
absolutely
what-
nothing on these.
What was
This is
the
best-
category?
Best
Best
esports.
I go Dota.
For the game that delivers
for-
the best overall esports experience to players inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates. I have no
Let's go
clue.
Dota.
I would say
Valorant.
League of Legends.
Valorant.
You want to go? I'll go Valorant.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
it's League of Legends. It's
I didn't even know
old.
Valorant had updates.
Valorant. It's the new hot thing.
Okay.
It's
All
a
right,
shooter,
best-
so you guys would appreciate it.
Best esports.
I know Valorant, but
All right, best esports athlete. You've got Zhang Shouvi Hoon, Lee Faker saying Finn Kerrigan Anderson, Alexander Simple Koslev, Jacob Ye Whitaker.
Faker is the best.
Faker.
Faker is
Okay.
the
Okay.
best.
the
Okay, cool.
the only logic I had was going to be Simple because he is the most counter, or complete opposite to his name because his picture is not simple whatsoever.
All right. Best esports team. You've got Dark Zero Esports for Apex Legends, FaZe Clan for Counter-Strike, Gen G for League of Legends, LA Thieves for Call of Duty, and Loud for Valorant. I have no clue, except for
Well,
every time I see anything about FaZe, it just annoys me. So
Same. I'm completely against phase. No, no, thank you.
I'm down for LA Thieves. Represent LA, baby.
Jason,
Genji. Again,
Genji?
God,
All
I
right,
hate
cool.
these. I hate that
Okay.
these are all League of Legends, and I've banned
All
from
right.
it, so I can never play it again. But
right. best esports coach. You've got Andre Blade
Man,
for
The trophy picture is very self-serving. That he's out for me.
okay.
I say,
but he's the
yeah,
best though.
go.
Like
Can we,
He
should we
won.
just give them? I mean, you've got Gen G's coach, you've got FaZe Clan, you've got FPX, Loud, and
I'm
I
down
say
for
made
we
it
get
Gen
Gen
G.
G's coach.
Yeah,
yeah,
Gen
sure.
G. Okay.
yeah.
Down.
Since we
All
went
right.
them for team.
Final voting category is best esports event, recognizing
Evo.
the events. So you've got
I knew it. I knew it. I saw it. I was like, yo,
Evo. All right, yeah,
Evo.
Evo.
Evo,
All right.
dude. So much
So,
hype. So
we,
much
we don't,
hype.
we don't even have to say the other ones.
So
It don't
much
even matter.
If you
All right.
like, honestly, I wish you guys can come out to go to Evo with me, dude. Oh my god, there's just so much hype. Just so much hype.
Well, let
so
me know,
with
man.
that.
Yeah, maybe.
We have now ended our voting for the night.
Speed rounds.
Speed rounds at the end, always is towards the end. But so real quick, I do have 2 new things to Collector's Corner.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
First one,
Nice. Good old Last of Us
Dude.
Part 2 artwork.
I got it on sale on Amazon for $20.
Sweet.
Nice. There you go.
Now that totally makes up for the fact that I had to drop some coin for this.
The Heart of the Uncharted
Yeah.
trilogy.
For the trilogy.
pretty
This
damn
is
nice.
this
Yeah,
has
that's
been
what
out
that
of
one.
print for 7 years
Yeah.
Oh, did you
And
find it on
this-
eBay or something?
on eBay, and it is in near mint condition.
Very nice.
Nice.
There you
Sweet.
go.
It cost me $100.
Oof.
Worth it.
Worth
Worth it.
Yeah.
For me.
Some are
You
some
know
are
me.
worth-
I am
Are definitely
Uncharted
worth it,
is
at least.
my
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
So
Totally
for
worth
me,
it.
it was totally worth it. So with that, couple of some programming notes here. So next Tuesday, we're going to be joined by Ariel Dunnan, Huggable Hipster. She's going to be joining us next Tuesday. The following week, we will be shifting to Monday the 5th.
I know. It's I never get to see her, man. Like,
It is for the queen of the Valkyries herself. Danielle Basutti is coming back.
I know this is twice.
Yup.
And
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because
In other
like,
words, every time.
every time,
Oh,
every time.
dude.
It's,
and
I'll
The
be at
following
work.
Tuesday, or sorry, the following Tuesday on December 13th will be our holiday episode with the voice cast of Final Fantasy VII Remake, as we've
Sweet.
done for the last, actually going back into 2019. So, Jason, I'm sorry you don't get to be on the Danielle episode, but I have to
Okay.
work with her schedule.
Yeah, no, I know.
She's super busy.
Fair enough. You know, I'm glad that she's like coming back to Crash Game Night with this. You know, like, but again, one of you guys might have to bring the couch out. Like, oh,
Jason, I don't necessarily wish you bad things, but I hope you get sick on Monday.
Yeah. Wink, 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 wink.
yeah, you know, like
Feeling a little.
sorry.
I've had this nasty cough. I'll fly out, just cough on you some, and then fly out.
Just come spend a couple of days with my house after we
Yeah,
check
there
out
you
for RSV. So anyways, so with that, I want to thank everybody for especially on this week of being thankful and stuff. I want to thank everybody that crashes game night with us, you know, over the course of the week, you know, checking out the replays, you know, following us over on the social media platforms, on the YouTube channel, here on Twitch. And you know, shout out to the new folks that are that followed us over on Hive, which we now have a Hive count under @CGN Podcast. We're not going to be super active over there right now, but like many content creators and stuff that are out there, should there be a demise of Twitter, we're all setting up alternative social media presences, because Twitter just becomes even more of a cluster every day.
It's in a rebuilding stage right now.
Rebuilding.
Yeah, he's having to
stage,
rebuild his
rebuilding.
entire staff.
Ugh.
But anyways,
Hey,
but
you
no,
never know, man. They might get fired and rehired next week, and then fired again. Who
Yep.
knows?
right.
Don't know.
But no,
knows?
I am extremely thankful for all of our listeners, our viewers, that have been with us on this journey now that's leading us into year 4. Well, wait, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, we're starting year 5.
You're fine.
Think about that. All of 19,
Wow.
all of 20, all of 21, all of 22. We're starting year 5.
Wow.
Unbelievable, guys.
That's
And we're
amazing.
still friends, even though I am your Monopoly champ. We're still friends.
See,
And
now I'm gonna proposition
Let's go,
if
let's
I was still the reigning champ, would we still be friends?
Yes.
Jason.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course, man. Of course. I'm just saying, like, just so happens. Coincidentally.
Coincidentally. I just it just sparked
In other
my
words,
head.
we may
I
never
wanted-
know until next round.
Oh my gosh.
so with that though,
Throw that
like I
in
said,
there.
I mean, thank you to everybody. If this is your first time catching the show, welcome to game night. Hope you crash again with us in the future. If you like what you heard, like what you saw, head on over to crashinggamenight.com. You'll find all the platforms we are currently on. And all our past episodes and videos, profiles for our guests, and a lot of the episodes that they've been on. So as always, folks, just be excellent to each other and stay frosty.
That's right, all my nerds. Thank you guys all for joining, and we're gonna keep this short and sweet because we were voting today. So just want to tell everyone to please, if anyone is feeling you know, like an outsider, or feel like they have been shown any hate, or just feel like they are not quite themselves, please find some help and help yourself. And no matter what, we support you. And let's promote a little bit more compassion, a little bit love, and let's just try and be a little bit more patient and kind out there. Let's spread a little bit more kindness, please. Thank you all.
A little bit more thanks, you would say.
A little bit more thanks. Yeah, I was really trying not to go cliche, but
Come on,
thank
man.
you, Jason. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. But anyways, guys,
And you say
know,
my dad jokes are bad.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
you guys, it is the holiday season, you know, so please, first and foremost, have a good Thanksgiving. You know,
Yes.
we're recording this on Tuesday. Thanksgiving's Thursday. You're gonna hear it on Sunday, but hopefully you have a good Thanksgiving. Hope you did have a good
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving. Anyways, please, since it is the holiday season, take care of the service workers out there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Medical, police, retail, even the people in school districts, who else? Restaurant workers, please. This is the time when they are the most stressed. And even though us as consumers, we love it, we go all crazy, they get crazier because we have to deal with our craziness. So please take care of them, show a little bit more like understanding, a little bit more patience. We are all outside now. So again, stay safe a little bit. Have a lot more patience, please, because it is the first time we all get to enjoy Thanksgiving with everybody again.
Enjoy the moment
For the most part.
and enjoy
Enjoy
the
it.
people around you. Yeah.
Yeah. Other people are celebrating and enjoying it too. So please do not ruin anyone else's parade and just wait a couple more minutes. We could do that.
Yep.
Again, from the Monopoly champion, just want to say, happy Thanksgiving to all of you from the CGN family. You guys know I'm gonna hold this till the end of the year at least.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
Oh my God.
This is gonna happen. But
It's so good.
as always, as we end the show, my man Theo. I didn't get to say it last week. I didn't get to say it this week. My man Theo. Send us home like you do.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
And you give it back.